Hey everyone, so we're about 3 or 4 minutes away from the group coming out on stage and we're going to get started. Before we get started with tonight's performance, I just want to go over a few things with you. Most of y'all that are from A-State, my name is Adam Hartness. I'm the band director here at Harrisburg High School. We're thrilled to host the Arkansas State Video Game Orchestra. And just a few things for y'all's need-to-know basis. We do have restrooms that are open out in the lobby. The women's restroom is over here, right beside the front door, so if you go out the open door directly to the right, you'll see the women's restroom, very convenient. Men, you guys have to take a long trek all the way across the lobby, and your restroom is unlocked over here. If you have any sort of food or drink, we'd ask that you please leave it outside of the auditorium, or to make sure that it has a lid on it. If you want to take photos and videos and that sort of thing, feel free, but please do not have any flash photography. And if you have any small children and they become restless, please feel free to take them out into the lobby during the performance. These doors are unlocked at all times, and I'm sure that the performers on stage do not want any unnecessary soloists from the audience while they are performing. So the group's going to get started in just a couple of minutes, but thank you all very much for coming to Harrisburg.
How's it going?
It's good. There's a camera coming down to us.
Something on? Okay. Hi. My name is Parker Long. I'm a graduate student, part of the graduate wing conducting faculty at Arkansas State University, and I'm the director of the video game orchestra here at Arkansas State University. What this ensemble is, we're all students. This is a completely student-led organization for students, by students. All of these selections of music that you hear all night are written by us. Everything we perform for you was not mitigated by faculty. We just do our thing and melt people's faces off. That's what we do. So, that first piece that you heard was Bowser's Battle Theme Opener from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Really fun little tune, and it really adds into the theme of the concert that we're wanting to put on today, which was boss fights in video games. Just that clear boss fights whenever you walk into a room and you're just like getting it handed to you, but then the track just starts cooking. That's the idea. So, I want to do a couple of quick thank yous. I don't want to do a whole lot of talking. First off, thank you to Mr. Adam Hartness and Mr. Eric Watson, the band directors here at Harrisburg High School, that have graciously given us their space to perform and rehearse this afternoon. We could not do that without them, so please, if we would please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. Anyway, so without further ado, our next piece that we have for you is called Cosmic Fire, the second two movements of this first suite, Comet Observatory and Gusty Garden Galaxy, all from Super Mario Galaxy 2. A great selection of music and a lot of wide variety of styles. The next piece we're doing after that is called The Last of Us Medley. It's very apocalyptic. If you probably most people in this room have not seen this, but everyone over there probably has. Really pretty ballad, lyrical. Then we have Symphony of Souls, which is very angry and dark and spooky and scary, and that is that's given us the most trouble. But because it's given us the most trouble, it's probably going to bring the ceiling down. So, without further ado, I hope you enjoy the rest of our concert. And anyone who is a graduating senior this year, you don't have to audition. You just have to show up and be like, hey, I want to be in this. And then we say, okay, and then you do it. Something to think about for the future. All right, thank you very much. So this next piece, The Last of Us Medley, is going to be conducted by Travis Slaughter. He is the original founder of the group, who is serving as our assistant director right now while he is completing his capstone internship at Nettleton High School. He's doing great things, and everyone on the stage can agree he is easily the most treasured part of this group. Without Travis, we wouldn't be here. Without Travis, the Sound of the Natural State wouldn't have a drum major that screams at them every 5 minutes to get hype. Travis Slaughter is a blessing to the group. So please help me welcome to the stage, in a few short, brief moments, Travis Slaughter. on our socials. The handle at HKDGO. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. No, that's it. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. As you said, please drive safe. If there are any Harrisburg junior high or high school band students that can help us, we need to help clear the stage and send everything back to the appropriate places, all the chairs and stands, and the percussion equipment back to the band room. The piano needs to go back to Dr. Weaver's room, where it's supposed to be. Please be very careful with that. And then when everything's cleared up, then we'll get on out of here. But everybody else, don't have to help. Y'all free to go. Thank y'all. If there are any Harrisburg band students here, the Video Game Orchestra would like a photo with you guys up on stage. So please, if you would like to be a part of that, come up on stage and stand exactly where Mr. Parker Long tells you guys to. I think he wants you guys up front for whatever reason. So all Harrisburg band students that are hiding in the back, you have to come out front. And I believe that Mr. Watson is going to take the photo from back there. Parents, if any of you guys would like to take the photos, feel free to get whatever shots you would like.
As they say, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Go on. 1, 2, 3, and now you say cheese. Cheese.
No.
This isn't part of the show. Okay, got it.
All right. All Harrisburg band students, help us strike the stage. Harrisburg band students, help us strike the stage.
1 second.